Hey guys, and welcome back to the next episode of our Boston Celtics MyGM series. Last episode, if you guys have not checked it out, be sure to go take a look. Unfortunately, we blew a 3-1 lead and got eliminated in the second round of the playoffs. But today, we're finally going to get into the off-season. But first, we need to figure out who's going to win the NBA Finals this year. So, if we take a look at the East, of course, we lost in 7, but Philadelphia came back to beat Toronto in 6 games, so it's going to be Philly and Milwaukee in the conference finals. Golden State beat Utah in 6 games, and Houston OKC is going to be going to a 7th game. So let's go ahead and simulate that. Houston able to pick up the final game with a 10-point victory. James Harden going off, Chris Paul. But now let's go ahead, simulate the conference finals. Golden State sweeps Houston, and Philadelphia is able to win in 7 games against the Milwaukee Bucks. Golden State takes game 1 by 40. They take game 2 by 50. Oh my goodness, 142 to 85. Curry with 40. Oh my goodness, they're just destroying the Philadelphia 76ers. Game 3, Golden State takes another win, and will they get the sweep? Yes, they do. Golden State wins the title. How surprising is that, everybody? Stephen Curry wins MVP, 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. And now we can finally move into the off season. Ooh, let's go ahead and increase. Okay, so first of all, I want to see about any other final trades that happen. No extra trades. Do we still have Gordon Hayward? Gordon Hayward is now back from injury. That's very nice. What about our cap holds? Gary Harris. So all these guys are on 1-year contracts. They're all going to be gone at the end of the season. So we're going to have a lot of cap space to work with. Let's go ahead and take a look at the mock draft. If we go over here, where are we? Where can I see it? Okay, scouting. Let's go ahead and take a look at the mock draft. Pistons get the number 1 pick. Mavericks get the number 2 pick. And Kings are looking to get the number 3 pick. Let's go ahead and see what players have retired this season. Dirk Nowitzki, Jamal Crawford, Manu Ginobili. Jameer Nelson returned to the Nuggets. A lot of good players in this final class. Ginobili, Dirk finally retiring. Oh boy, you guys know what happens whenever we talk to the press. Fireworks are gonna fly, so let's see here. I'm wondering if you can shed any light on the reported sale of the Celtics to an unidentified party. The Board of Governors is set to vote on the bid as early as next week. Is that right? I'm going to go ahead and confirm it. I think that Bernard's going to be able to handle this. I can confirm things are, the wheels are in motion. I can't say the name. I'd rather not say. I'll say that the team is going to get bought, but I'm not going to say who right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the staff retirement. Earl Watson, in the last year of his head coaching career, we're in the limousine of Bernard. Wow, I didn't expect this. I got some good news and I wanted to hear it from me directly. You got a fresh shipment of cheese or something? Oh no. So here's the deal. The sale is happening. We're getting the old owner back. Yes. Now we're just waiting on the Board of Governors to approve. You're talking to the new owner of the Boston Celtics. That is so awesome. We finally get him back. I hated working for Bob Sanderson. The only thing is putting a damper on the whole thing is I don't know where I stand with you. Now it's all official. Will you stay on? We make a great team, Alex. Of course I'm going to stay on, Bernard. You know my heart will always be with the Celtics, Bernard. Of course I accept. Thrilled to have you on board. You made me one heck of a happy owner. Look forward to doing big things together. Look, I've got to run, but I'll be in touch soon. We got a lot to go over. Don't eat too much cheese, alright? What's the deal with this cheese? A little cheese isn't gonna kill me. Okay. Can we move on from the cheese storyline, please? Okay. I'll be in touch, Bernard. Oh, it is so sweet to see that former owner Bob Sanderson. You've seen the reports by now, obviously, but I want you to know that my intentions were pure here, Alex. I don't doubt that, Bob. I've only ever had two goals: build a winner and bring basketball back to Seattle. That's it. But life, what's the John Lennon lyric? Something about your plans not working out. Okay. I didn't want to sell the team, but the way these things unfolded, my hands were tied. Bernard made me an astonishing offer. It's obscene, really. No matter how much I love the Celtics, it didn't make any financial sense to keep the team with an offer like that on the table. With this kind of cash influx, you've got to do what you got to do. I agonized over it, I really did. I couldn't sleep for days. I couldn't eat. It does sound intense. Avocado toast. Okay then. I gotta do what's best for Bob Sanderson. I understand it. I really do understand the decision, Bob, but I'm so happy that you're not the owner more. I'm really just gonna skip over your dialogue at this point. Always wishing me luck. I appreciate that, Bob. I really do. I've got to get back to my office and make sure the moving guys pack carefully. A ton of crystal awards and bases. It's very fragile. Don't let me keep you, Bob. I'll see you around. I think this will be more of a happy press conference now that the man sitting next to me is back. I'm surprised to see you here today. What can I do for you? Well, it's certainly unusual for the outgoing GM to be present at an announcement of this nature. Can you tell me what your role with the Celtics will be going forward? I can take that one, Alex. You know, Mac, I've always had a great deal of respect for the job Alex has done as GM. He's an intuitive understanding of this game, matched only by his mastery of the business. He's one of the great minds in sports, and quite frankly, that's why I've asked him to stay on as the president of basketball operations. Luckily for me and the fans, Alex has agreed to remain with the Celtics in that capacity. The two of us have unfinished business here, and I always believed that Alex's vision for the team, and I wanted to see him through. I'm going to make sure he has every tool at his disposal to build the kind of winner the people of Boston deserve. Bernard, welcome back. It's good to be back. What can you tell us about the relocation? Are those plans still in the works, or is or now that's been nixed as ownership has been taken back? I'm selling out Bob. I don't care. To be 100% honest with you, Mr. Sanderson was actively pursuing a relocation of his hometown of Seattle. Due to the sensitive nature of the deal, I was given strict orders to refrain from public discussion of anything related to the move. That's the nature of the business. Yeah, I can confirm that. We're very excited to call Boston home. This is one of my favorite parts of MyGM, hearing the league rule changes. You know I gotta give feedback on these. Change the time offense is given to advance to the court 12 seconds. I like it at 10 seconds. I'm gonna disagree here. The top 10 picks are done through the lotto. Again, I like the way it is right now. I like the 12 teams in the lottery. Makes it a little bit new. Tiebreakers will be used to seed teams. Again, I like it the same way it is now. And a possession arrow after jump balls. Again, I like the way it is now. Now this I can agree with. The worst team having an improved odds of obtaining a top 3 pick. I'm going to have to agree with that one. Now let's go ahead and take a look at how these league meetings went. And wow, the only one we agreed with actually passed. The worst team will have improved odds of obtaining a top 3 pick. 126-4. You only need 23 votes. Nice. Why am I talking? Didn't I fire you? Didn't I fire you? Get out. I want a super solid communication here. What can I do for you? I want to clear the air. We've had our differences, but I only ever asked to do what my father asked. With him out of the picture, if you keep me on board, I'd be reporting to you and you alone. That's a relief. That's why I want to keep learning from you. I still want to be a GM one day, and I'd be honored if you kept me on board so I could keep learning. Andrew, you know, after all this time, you made some bad decisions. You made some moves that I didn't agree with. So you're getting fired. Can you let me know if I've got this straight, Andrew? You disparaged our players on Twitter. You made a trade behind my back, and you told me you plan on taking my job day one. Let me ask you this, Andrew. If you were me, what would you do in this situation? But that's all in the past. I'm begging you here. Give me another chance, and I'll promise I'll make it worth your while. I'm gonna pass. Andrew, I'm gonna put this plainly as possible. You no longer have a job with the Celtics. I'm sure about this. I am sure. Andrew, get out of my office. Yeah, put your dots in front of me. Looks like you're a nice one for roleplay. Oh my god, we laid the smackdown on him. Oh my goodness, okay. Now that that's over. Looks like we need to talk to Bernard about the draft. Now about that Sanderson kid. This is VC Sports Management. Look at the thing in the top left. This is the same as my career. What about him? You did the right thing by firing him. I would have gotten rid of the little twerp myself, but I didn't. That's why you're president of basketball ops. You're not afraid of what needs to be done. He made a trade behind my back. Never in a million years would I keep him around if his father didn't own the team. I'm just sorry I couldn't do it sooner. Well, you've got a clean slate, and I can't wait to see what you do with it. Okay, let's get into this draft lottery. See what we got going on. It looks like the Pistons still have the number one shot. They have a 33% chance. So let's go ahead and run through everybody. We got Grizzlies at number 14. At 13, Timberwolves get their pick at 13. Let's see here. Number 12, the Suns look to have that pick, and they do get it. So far, everything's pretty much staying the same. Portland getting the 11th pick just as they did. The Bucks have the 10th pick. Oh my goodness, they're just going to get even better than they already are. That is actually really scary. Okay, here we get some change. The Magic getting the 9th pick. The Pelicans are now in the top 3. Pacers get the 8th pick. Hawks are looking to get the 7th pick. And the Knicks get the 7th pick. The Hawks are now in the top 3. The Bulls get the 6th pick, as we thought they would. The 5th pick. The Kings get the 5th pick, as we thought they would. The Mavericks, who had the 19% chance, get the 4th pick. And that means are the Hawks going to get the 3rd pick? The Hawks with the 3% chance got the 3rd pick. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if the Pelicans get the 1st pick, wow, with a 1% chance, the Pelicans are going to get the number 1 pick. That is crazy. The New Orleans Pelicans with Anthony Davis, Boogie, Cousins are going to get the number 1 pick in the draft. Oh my god, that is crazy. Cleveland gets the 15th pick via Brooklyn's pick. Wow, that is really something else right there. Here we go, talking to Mason Miller. It's draft time, baby. Okay. I figured I'd give you one more quick roundup of the top guys. The next 3 Creek Freak. Big four, built out of Kentucky, stretch four but runs the point like Jason Kidd. Taller than Magic Johnson. Freddie Staples, he's Russell Westbrook with Steph Curry's jump shot. Remarkable collection of abilities. And the Croatian Anthony Davis, Mirko Petrovic. Would I lead you astray? Don't answer that. I'll leave you with some stuff to look at that gets into more detail, but suffice to say, you land any one of these studs and you're competing for championships in the next 10 to 15 years. I can't emphasize enough that these guys are can't-miss prospects in every respect. For a guy like me, these kids are as exciting as life gets. I've had more fun scouting than I've had in years. Why not both? It's a top tier. In most classes, we would be... Now let's refresh your memory on some of the lower ranked guys who, honestly speaking, in most classes would be way higher. Odell Shepard from Ohio State. Okay, you know what? Excuse my chair squeaking. I'm going to write these guys down. We are the GM here. Okay, so we got Odell Shepard. Who else we got? We got Odell Shepard. We got John Malcolmus. John Malcolmus. Let's see here. Who else we got? That looks pretty good. Pelicans, Pistons, and Hawks might be looking to move down for the right price. I don't know. Put some feelers out there or whatever it is you do. I'm just hearing through the dark, shadowy underworld of scouting that those three teams aren't 100% committed to staying put. You ever see John Wick? It's not minus the whole hitman part. It all comes pretty natural to me. He'll get you hooked up with whatever you need. Thanks for stopping by, Mason. So we got Odell Shepard and John Malcolmus. That is looking pretty good for us. But let's go ahead and choose who we're going to bring in. Who did he bring in? John Malcolmus and Odell Shepard. See, they're number 4 and 5. So that's who they're saying we should go after. Either number 4 or number 5. So let's go ahead and just invite the top guys to the camp. And we can run through this and we can get all their wonderful times. But that will be all for today's episode. I'm going to try and do some double uploads with the draft and rookie signings and the free agency coming up. So expect another episode with the draft and team and player options and free agency coming up very, very soon, guys. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe if you liked this episode. I really appreciate all the support you guys are giving on the episodes. Let's try and reach 10 likes before I put out the next one. Be sure to leave your comment below on what I should do for the draft. Should I take Shepard, Malcolm? Should I try and trade up? Should I try and trade out and get more draft picks or free agents for this upcoming year? Be sure to subscribe. Let's get to 500 by the next couple days. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you at the draft.